Hello boys and girls, we're on lesson 75 of the 4th grade Excel and we're going to be learning about equivalent fractions today. It's pretty tricky, but I know if you pay attention you can learn it. And I do have a joke for you today, so here we go. In Oregon, you can't take a picture of a man with a wooden leg. Why not? Okay, so stay tuned and you'll find out why you can't take a picture of a man with a wooden leg. And in Oregon. So here we go with fraction lesson. 3/6 of these figures on the left are triangles. Remember, the number on the top is referring to the thing that we're talking about. What is it? Okay, the special part. And then this is the number on the bottom refers to the whole. How many parts make up the whole? Well, in this case, we have 6 parts that are making up the whole, and 1, 2, 3 that make up the triangles. Now notice the figures on the right over there. These 6 figures are divided into 2 equal groups. By dividing the figures into 2 equal groups, the triangles can also be referred to as 1/2 of the group. See, half of them are triangles. There are 2 parts to the group, 1, 2, and one part of that group is triangles. The other part is has 2 circles and a square, but one of the 2 parts are completely triangles. So we can say that 3/6 is equal to 1/2. Fractions that refer to the same portion of a group, the same part of a group of items, or the same part of a whole are called equivalent fractions. Do you notice there's kind of a word inside of that, or similar to this word right here? Do you know what that is? Well, you should be thinking equal right now. Equivalent, equal, very similar, and it comes from the same base word, root word, and so fractions that are equal are called equivalent fractions. Let's take a look at number 1. We have one group of triangles out of 2 total groups. So that's 1 out of 2 is triangles, right? Or 1/2. But we can also take a look at the exact shapes. We have 2 triangles out of 4 shapes altogether, right? So that would be 2 out of 4. Fill that in on your paper. Go ahead and pause the video, try number 2, and turn it back on when you're ready. So here you see a picture of 1, 2, 3 out of 4 groups that have circles. But we can also take a look at each individual shape. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles out of 7, 8 shapes. So 6 out of 8 are circles, or 3 groups out of the 4 groups have circles in them. Those two are equal to each other. Okay, pause the video, try number 3. So here you see that we have 1 out of something has circles. Well, here are the circles. 2 out of 6, it shows you over here as circles. 1, 2 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are circles. But 1 out of what groups? Well, we have one group here that's circles, and we have 1, 2, 3 total groups. So the correct answer would be 1/3, because you see there's 1, 2, 3, and only one of them that has circles. Write the fraction that represents the shaded portion of each rectangle. So here you see a rectangle and half of it is shaded in. How about right here? What would you write for that one? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total parts, and 3 of them are green. Pause the video and write that fraction. Okay, so you should have written 3 out of the 6. How about this last one? Pause the video and try number 6 on your own. And you should have counted these up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might be a little bit tricky on the video. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are white. So is the answer 5/5? No, it's 5 shaded out of 10. Remember, the bottom number, the denominator, is the total in the group. And so that's 5 out of 10. Each of the rectangles is the same size, right? Look at all three of these rectangles are all the same size. And even though they are divided differently, the portion that is shaded is equal to 1/2 for each. Notice that if this was a candy bar and you got to eat this peach part, you would be eating the same amount of candy as if you ate the green part or the purple part on this last one on number 6. It's still a half, but we're just cutting it into smaller and smaller pieces, and so the fraction, the way that it looks, changes, but it's still equal to 1/2. So we can say 3/6 equals 1/2. This can be verified. That means you can find out that it's true. If you verify something, you find out that it's true. What is 6 divided into 2 equal parts? 6 divided by 2 is 3. And so 3 of the parts, 1, 2, 3, 6 divided into 2 parts, we have 3 here, and out of 6 total. Same thing here. What's 10 divided into 2 equal parts? It would be 5. And so 5 is half of 10. To check, what is 12 divided into 3 equal parts? Oh, wait a minute. There should be 3 6 in each of these parts. Okay, number 7. 4 out of 12 is equal to 1 out of 3. Is that true? To check, what is 12 divided into 3 equal parts? 12 divided by 3 is 4. So we can see that here. We've got 4 parts there. We've got another 4 right here. I didn't quite get that on the line. And another 4 parts right here. So there should be 4/12 in each of these parts because 12 divided by 3 is 4. And there you see 4 in each one of the parts. And you can also see that when I group these 4 together and then I make another group of 4 and another group of 4, I actually have 1 out of 1, 2, 3, right? Just it looks exactly like this. The blue part is the same amount of candy in both of those if those were candy bars. Okay, and here we have 2/8 is equal to 1/4. Well, I can group those two together and I can put 2 together here and 2 together there and 2 together right there. So I actually have 4 groups of 2. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. There's 2 in each one. And so we can see that 2/8 is equal to 1/4. Same amount of candy here as there is here. All right, let's take a look at some money problems. You're going to have to do some of these in just a second, and these are a little bit trickier. So we'll really talk about this carefully and make sure that you guys are paying attention and that you get this. This is a little tough here, okay? So we start off by looking at a dollar. Here's a dollar right here. Okay, we're going to call that, it's kind of like the candy bar idea. It's like one whole dollar, one whole candy bar. Okay, and here's another picture of a coin dollar. And then these right here are all quarters. Well, how many quarters make a dollar? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could say that 1/4 of a dollar is 25 cents, right? So a quarter, that's why it's called a quarter. Another name for a fourth is a quarter. So a quarter of a dollar is 25 cents. So we show here this quarter. What is it equal to? It's equal to 25 out of 100. Where did that come from? Well, think about it for a second. 25, what does that have to do with a quarter? That's cents, right? 25 cents out of 100 cents. Where did the 100 come from? Well, the 100 cents is a dollar. This whole thing, all 4 of these quarters, makes a dollar, which is 100 cents. This is 100. And this one piece is worth 25. So we can say that that's 25 out of 100. Or it's a fourth of a dollar. See, 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 out of 4 or 25 out of 100. Fill in the missing numbers for each problem. Okay, now these first ones are done for you. You're going to want to pay real close attention so you can get the sample problems because the next problems are going to get pretty tricky. Okay, so first of all, we have 1 nickel. How can we represent a nickel as a fraction? Well, if I were to draw a dollar and then put a bunch of nickels all over this dollar, how many nickels would I draw to make that dollar? Well, there's 5 nickels. That's a 25 cents, right? There's another 5 nickels. That's 25 cents. There's another 5 nickels. That's another 25 cents. And there's another 5 nickels. So how many nickels? That's 25 cents, 50 cents, 75, a dollar. How many nickels are there altogether? You can count. We've got 5 across and 4 down, so we have 20 nickels. Well, each one of these nickels is worth how much money? Everybody knows that, okay? So that's 5 cents right there out of how many cents in the whole dollar? We have 5 out of 100 cents is a nickel, which is what equal to what fraction of a dollar? It's equal to 1/20th of a dollar. Here's my 1 nickel out of 20 nickels that are all over this that make a dollar. Do you understand that? Do you understand that a nickel is a 20th of a dollar, or 5/100ths of a dollar, because it's 5 cents out of 100 cents? Now let's look at a penny. A penny is one, and I'm not going to draw this for you. It'd take me forever. But here's a dollar, and we could put pennies all over here, right? And you'd end up with 100 pennies that's equal to a dollar, which is 1 out of 100th of a dollar. That's the only way we can talk about a penny, is as 1/100th of a dollar. Okay, look at number 11 now. What's 2 nickels? 2 nickels is like this picture up here. Let me color in this second nickel. Well, I've got 2 nickels, which is equal to how much money? That's 10 cents, right? 10 cents out of 100 cents, which is the whole thing, or 2/20ths of the dollar. You've got 1 here, 1 there, out of all 20 of those, 2/20ths of a dollar. How about 2 dimes? Number 12, 2 dimes. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and draw this one. Here's a dollar, and how many dimes are going to make a dollar? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everybody knows that, right? 10 dimes makes a dollar. So 2 of these dimes, 1, 2, is 20 cents, right? There's 10 cents, and there's another 10 cents, and the whole thing is 100 cents. So we'd say that those 2 dimes are 20 out of 100 on the cents, or 2 out of a 10 that makes a dollar, 2/10ths of the dimes. 1, 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2/10ths of a dollar. Oh, we got some problems for you to try here. Go ahead and pause the video. Do number 13 only. Turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. All right, so 3 nickels. And you can look back at that picture if you drew that on your paper, or you can rewind the video, but 3 nickels is going to be 3 out of 20ths of a dollar. I'm going to start with that one over there, right? Because there's 20 nickels that make a dollar. We're talking about 3 nickels here. So that's 3 out of 20 is 3 out of the 20 nickels of a dollar. How much money is that? 3 nickels is equal to 15 cents out of the 100 cents that are in a dollar. Did you get that first one right on your own? If you did, you can feel pretty confident. If not, hopefully you can learn from me going over this and make a little bit less mistakes as we go on here. This is learning. It's okay, but you need to pay attention so you can learn this. Okay, try number 14. Pause the video. So 2 quarters. Let's start with that over here. We'll start on this side over here. So 2 quarters out of 4 quarters that make a dollar, right? It's 2/4 of a dollar. If you wrote half of a dollar, that would be a correct answer also, because 2 quarters is 50 cents, and 50 cents is half of a dollar. And that's what goes right here. 50 cents out of 100 cents makes 50/100ths of that dollar. All right, go ahead and pause the video. You can try the rest of the problems here and then turn it back on when you're ready. So 5 dimes is how much money? That's 50 cents, right? Easy. Out of 100 cents that makes a dollar, which is the same thing as 5 dimes out of the 10 dimes that make up the dollar. How about pennies? That would be 14 cents out of the 100 cents that makes a dollar. Do you notice that all of these are 100? Because it's 100 cents in a dollar. Okay, 3/4 is equal to 75 cents out of the 100 cents that makes a dollar, or 3 out of the 4/4 that it takes to make a dollar. 17 nickels, you might have had to count up those nickels to see how much money that is. The other way you can do it is just by multiplying by 5, because each nickel is worth 5 cents. 7 times 5 is 35. And carry the 3. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 3 is 8. So we have 85 cents out of 100 cents, and that's 17 nickels out of the 20 nickels that it takes to make a dollar. Did you get those right? I sure hope so. Oh, and you probably want to know the answer to our little riddle here today. In Oregon, you can't take a picture of a man with a wooden leg. Why not? Well, you don't take pictures of people with wooden legs. You use a camera, not a wooden leg, to take a picture.